Hello, Wake Up New Zealand, Karaseka speaking. Well, it's time for the people to stand up and those behind the political doors of Wellington to sit down. It's time for the people to have a voice, to be heard. These MPs are there to serve us. We are not there to serve them and what they want. We are not there to serve their Marxist socialist ideologies. Therefore, it's time to challenge that old red and blue. Therefore, I choose to support Rock the Vote, a political group who will be campaigning this year to be part of getting back to schools where education is not dumbed down, to expose and to remove radical sexualization of children, to remove critical theory, identity politics in the school classroom. Young children have a magical way of thinking, and the education curriculum are robbing them of that. They are robbing them of their childhood. They will not get that back again. So it's time to stop that dumbing down of education and stop using our children as political tools. Critical race theory must be removed from education, from the educational curriculum. It's a theatrical framework. It's theatre. It's reimagining of storytelling. It is theatre. It's indoctrinating our children into cultural Marxism, a two-tiered society where a child can feel like a stranger in the classroom. No one can tell me that this does not encourage bullying, and yet this was brought in under anti-bullying program. They snuck it in there. They snuck sexualization of children through an anti-bullying program into the school curriculum. Sneaky, coercing, indoctrinating our children. This critical theory, where children are to feel ashamed that they are white, that they don't have a brown skin, to feel guilty, that they shouldn't fit in. It's not about bringing a classroom of children happily together, enjoying each other's company. In New Zealand, we have many cultures, and we should celebrate that. That's quite something. Everyone has their own unique individual identity. So we can all celebrate that. What a wonderful thing that is. But when it's used as racial, as in identity politics, that is the time that all of this is destroyed. This is where we had the two-tier society, one Pākehā, one Maori. Never mind all the races and their individual identities that we should all be celebrating. That's how you come together as a united country, celebrating each other's identity. And I think that's a treasure, not to be used as a political weapon. So, one law for all. Embracing a racial construct? I don't think so. That's not healthy. We should be embracing everything that we have in New Zealand. All this. It's like colour Christmas tree lights that come on and they all sparkle together. All New Zealanders. It's not about just two lights. It's not about one red communist light and one black feudalism. It's not just about red and blue. There's many other colours in between. It's about celebrating that. And I would like to see us get back to that, celebrating that, all coming together in backyard gardens, having barbecues. I remember that in the 60s. There was none of this stuff going on. Then suddenly all this has raised its head. And it's really targeting our children, and our children are being used to continue with this, to expand it. So it's about families, encouraging families, not destroying families. We should be celebrating families. Family day outs. We used to have family day outs. So, one law for all, one justice system for all, because we're all individually unique. Rock the Vote promotes unity, the family, children in classrooms who enjoy that magical moment of childhood where they're not radically sexualized, they're not politicized, indoctrinated into Marxism and socialism. Children should never be robbed of their childhood. Critical race theory? It needs to be exposed for what it really is. It's about separatism and division. It's critical. Criticizing. You think of that. Criticizing each other, not getting on with each other. And this is what they are doing to our children. Critical race theory teaches one race is inferior to another. It's a political tool. So we need to keep that out of the classroom. That's not the place for it. Me, myself, I'm colourblind because I take people on their character and how I relate to them, not because of their colour. I have taught English as a second language to several cultures from overseas. And some of them have been from China, and they have said to me, some of them have been robbed, and they say they would not dare to even report it to the police in case they're sent back to mainland China. And this is what's happening in our country. So when you think of China, don't think of all Chinese as being the same here. I mean, I'm from a world where there's Chinese market gardeners who work so hard. But we do have the infiltrators. But we must celebrate also what we have. It's about celebrating what we have and acknowledging that we have something really precious in New Zealand. We have many cultures, and it's like a Christmas tree. You turn on the lights, and here they all are, brightly lit up. And that's how it should be. Celebrating each other's culture, traditions. How exciting that is. It shouldn't be a two-tier society. And this is how we should be teaching our children that this is a big Christmas tree with lots of coloured lights that sparkle, and each light shines on another light, and they all come interconnected, and you see the big colourful Christmas tree as something beautiful, not as something that is just black and white, red and blue, or red communism, black feudalism. No, that's no place in New Zealand. So, New Zealand, our nation for all people, a nation of one law, a nation of New Zealanders, acknowledging that we're all individual in our own right, to be celebrated, to come together as one nation, New Zealand. This is what I promote through Rock the Vote. Wake Up New Zealand, and please visit their page. And yeah, and I'll keep on giving you my well-researched information. Good evening.